Hey everyone. He got you now. He's 71. Well, today it happened. Katie got her say in this whole debacle. And Sarah's chat went off the rails tonight. I had to take several breaks because her chat was getting on my nerves. Now, you regulars, you are fine. You did nothing wrong. But we had a few new people. Yeah, I hope Aurora is going to be all right. This is just I had to take several breaks because there were two in there, two in the chat. They were respectful at first. They're just giving their opinions. So what was I? Who was I to do anything about that? Then Lady Justice and this Juliet girl. When I was up on Sarah's panel to talk with Katie and just explain things in general, they kept going on about Katie's weight. Now, what does Katie's weight have anything to do with this? I don't care if she's 400 pounds or not. Well, I did hear her on tape calling Tracy reading the book. I did hear that. But I just feel like this has gone on long enough, so to speak. We all know that Katie was once friends with Tiffany. Tiffany decided they had their little fallout. That's no secret. And then Tiffany gets herself involved with Tracy and Glenn and all those people. She probably annoys the hell out of them. Tiffany, that is. I'm just seeing this as a two-way fight with no end in sight. It appears to me, and not so many words, it reminds me of school children at the playground at recess. Hey, you stopped my foot. I'll get you. I'll stomp on your feet. I'll show you. And they keep doing it. Then the other person steps on your foot back, and then it keeps going and going and going. So this is just a two-way fight between Tracy and Katie. I don't really want to get involved with that. Now, I have no clue who these people are in Katie's old community. I have no clue. I have no fucking clue what goes on over there. I don't go in and tune in because I probably wouldn't follow along. I'm so out of the loop. We don't need a warning over here on how bad Tiffany is. We already know that. Some people over at the swamp just ignore that and have her grace them with their presence. Or Tiffany wants to grace them with their presence and they allow her to. We don't need warning labels. We already know how Tiffany is. She's the backstabbing, three-hole wonder who can't keep her legs closed. Yeah, 100% 71. I agree with you 100%. Their battles need to stay in their sector and not fall into ours. I have no clue what goes on over there. I don't know who these people are. And now because Katie happens to be the topic of conversation, all these people from that other community are coming right over here. Hmm. I think the truth is somewhere in the middle here. So Nikki has every right to say, I have no idea who these people are. I don't want you talking about them in my chat. It's Nikki's channel, for fuck's sakes. What she says goes. If she says don't talk about that other community in her chat, that means don't talk about her other community in her chat. There's no need for the attitude. I remember the time when Katie came into Nikki's chat demanding a link. And I will say this. Tiffany didn't, when she was up on panel, didn't say much about Katie to defend herself with. So Nikki wasn't having it, and then she gives a fucking attitude about not being let up on panel. And then I just try to solve it and says, okay, Katie, you can come on my panel and you can come on my panel. I'll give you a voice, but I want to be fair about it. And then I was getting tagged before that in these posts. And I'm like, who the fuck are these people? Damn. So I do get Nikki's side of it. She was sometimes argumentative and difficult to at times. Because I think Katie doesn't understand how things operate over here, or she didn't know. We don't come up here doxing people. We don't do some of the crazy things that they do over there. Keep it over there. If you want to dox each other over in that community, go. We don't do that. Hey, Genzel. I don't like what goes on over there. I'm pretty scared now to take a peek. Now, did Tracy ever start any problems? Did Glenn start any problems? I'm sure they did. I'm sure they did. But Katie's side is no better in that category. They rip each other's head off. They rip each other's head off. And it's a non-stop fight. That's how I view it. Two sides at each other's necks. Now I asked Katie today, what about a truce? Allegedly, this has been going on for 16 years or something. Isn't that a long time to be going at each other's necks like that? No, of course, Tiffany's involved. We all know that. We're not idiots over here. Tiffany stirs the pot. She goes from one channel to the next, stirs the pot, then runs to the next community or next channel and starts her shit all over again. This is not in dispute about Tiffany. We all know she's a troll, self-proclaimed one. That But I'm going to say this again. We don't care what happens over there unless it's affecting us. It's that simple. Now, so Sarah tonight got annoyed with me because I went over to Nikki's and says I need to take a break. So I apologized to Sarah. I shouldn't have said what I said in Nikki's chat. I explained things to her. And then started asking hard questions. Well, hey, 71. Nobody here hates her. Okay? Nobody hates Katie. That's not the problem. I think she gets confused on how things work over here. And then she comes over to Nikki's, and she comes over to this channel, and she doesn't know what we allow over here and what we don't allow. I think there was what we call a lack of communication. So to speak. So so coming over here was an adjustment for Katie. So I just asked for proof today that eating disorders channel is actually Tracy. Who knows? It could be Tiffany talking to herself. So for anyone that doesn't know, there's a All right, let me undress you, Lady Justice. You came into Sarah's chat today and you were respectful. And then you were going on and on and on about telling Katie to prove how much she weighs. And then she turns on her camera. I didn't see a fat person there. I'm just going by what I saw tonight, Lady Justice. Isn't that strange, Denzel? How things turn. Tracy thinks highly of Nikki. I heard that she thinks. I heard that she just thinks highly of me. I highly doubt that. This isn't an echo chamber, Lady Justice. All right. Nikki doesn't operate in an echo chamber. Neither does Sarah. If you have concerns or questions, feel free to ask. But it just got to the point tonight, Lady Justice. That it was. How do I say this? Hey, I just see it for what it is, Lady Justice. I just see it for what it is. People were going on and on and on about things that doesn't even concern them. Katie's weight does not have any bearing on the issue here. Now, if you, Lady Justice, if you were asking Katie for proof, like you were earlier, that's fine. I have no problem with that. But at this point, I don't know what the truth is. There's two sides to this. Yeah, it is, Denzel, isn't it? Sometimes it is hard to keep up. I have enough things to do around here. And to go sitting and watching Tracy's channel for hours and hours and hours and hours. Or Glenn's channel. Hey, Mike. And that photo I saw, she didn't look 300 pounds. Katie didn't look 300 pounds. Was she overweight in that photo that we've seen? If it was not edited in the first place. She didn't look 300 pounds. She looked a little chunky. She looked like she put some weight on. But for me to sit there and judge Katie for that live stream that she did, those live streams, People do a lot worse on here. Now, was I floored by what Katie said on her live stream? Yeah. And Lady Justice, let me just ask you this. Let me ask you this. How does Katie having a boyfriend bother anyone else? Who cares who she's screwing? Who cares if she has a man in her life? Nobody cares. This isn't a dating site. But Lady Justice, don't they go at each other's necks nonstop? This is mutual combat here. Tracy's not innocent. I'm not going to say Katie's innocent either, because she's not. Nobody here is innocent. This is a drama community, for fuck's sakes. Yeah, Ginzel, the horrific things Tracy says and does too. I'm not going to sit there and excuse Tracy's behavior. I've seen clips of it. I've seen Tracy go off. These were clips sent to me. But I don't know what the how this all started and everything. I'm not part of your Lady Justice. I'm not part of your community over there. Neither is Nikki. Neither is any of us. We're just going on based on what Katie tells us. And we don't care what happens over at your end. We don't care. All we see is two people fighting, which is an everyday occurrence over here. It's an everyday occurrence. We don't know who's right and who's wrong. Good night, Lady Justice. I didn't ban you tonight. You're just timed out for 24 hours to calm down. I even did that to Juliet. A sock account that was around for 3 or 4 days and decides to rear her ugly head. And yeah, Ginzel, you're absolutely right on that. And some people over at the swamp, where Tiffany now hangs out, they don't like the truth. Do they? They don't like the truth. They sit there and they go after this Krama True History channel. They're starting to they sit there and Krama True History is someone else each time. They sit there and accuse, okay, how many people has the swamp accused of being this Krama True History channel? I'm losing count. It's always someone new every other day. It's always someone new. First it was Nikki, then it was Sarah. Now it's Wendy. Now it's probably going to be someone else. Just wait. All I know from reading the Crown of True History's post is they are not American. I could sometimes tell who they are, who these channels aren't, by the way they type. Now, am I going to sit there and start guessing who this channel is and that channel is and that channel is? No. Because everyone in this community makes fools of themselves. Guessing who is holding their feet to the fire. They are pissed, especially Tiffany. Yeah, 100%. That's what they're doing. They're recycling names on who Crown of True History channel is. Now, I have an idea who it is. It's just a theory. I could be wrong, of course. Of course, I could be wrong. Because anyone can create a stock channel who is watching from a distance, and they don't even type in chat. Now we got these stock accounts popping up, holding their feet to the fire over at the swamp when they sit there and lie. We have Crown of True History channel busting Amy, busting Michelle, busting Retro, even busting Noodle. They say, I never said that. I didn't say that. Then Crown of True History channel shows her receipts. And guess what? They're busted. So I'm sure Tiffany and Amy are working overtime here, trying to figure out who the Crown of True History channel is. Yeah, they were they were working overtime trying to figure out who Wendy is. That's what I do, Lady Justice. So, Lady Justice, Tiffany hangs out over at a few channels. She stirs the pot. She goes over to Natasha Cooper's for fuck's sakes. Now, Natasha doesn't have the best panel guests. I said this before, and this still rubs them the wrong way. Natasha has killer Tiffany. She let's be real here. Tiffany ran someone over and killed him. So that makes her, guess what? Then we have Starla, who doesn't know what gender she is. She's no saint. She went to jail for sex crimes. Oh, totally fine. Over there, Jax is number one. Then you have Lonnie over there who confided in a few people that she decided to that she got high in the emergency room and lost her baby. Then uses that to cry and whine. Yeah, got you now. I noticed that too. Because around, I have the screenshot. I gotta dig it out. Around 1:30 my time, a.m., Grandma True History comes in and says, "Good morning." So what does that mean? The airheads need to get time zones. They need to learn what time zone. Because it's always morning somewhere, isn't it? If someone says good morning to you in the early afternoon, here, so they can't even get these people don't get it. And I'm not even gonna entertain their little game of who Wendy is. I'm not gonna entertain their bullshit on who Grandma True History channel is. Let's see. Nikki is in Canada, Eastern Standard Time. Okay, then we got people that are in Australia. Hey Sarah. Then we got this channel. Oh, now they're going nuts over Irma. Come on. Just because their feet are held to the fire, they got to figure out who these people are. Why don't you just stop what you're doing? Maybe that will help. I can't find it either right now, Lady Justice. Maybe it was hidden. Maybe it went down. Who knows? I think we'll soon find out where this Grandma True History channel is. They have some good videos. Nikki likes to play them. So we have Tiffany crying and whining that, oh, I can't lie. I can't cheat people. I can't do this without Grandma True History channel dropping the receipts. Yes, you are, Lady Justice. You know, Ginzel, this is why I don't really want to get involved too much with this. Because people are on Katie's side. Some people are on Katie's side. Some people are on Nikki's. I just don't want to. I want to remain neutral. Oh, okay, 71. I didn't know that. I didn't know that, 71. Thank you. Well, I'm going to find out, Ginzel, if it's actually down at the moment or if they changed their name. But I'm not going to sit here and assume, because Yeah. All I know is it's under a new name. I don't know if it went down and then it uploaded their videos again. I have no clue. I don't have. Hey, undercover history. I know, right? 9 copyrights. Damn. Tiff? I don't know if that was Tiffany undercover history or that was Amy. Amy likes to do that. Amy likes to do that. So, yep. So let's see here. Let's take a look. Ah. All right. So undercover history did go down. All right. And still dropping the receipts, I see. Oh, here we go. Let's just put up undercover history's post real quick. Just give me a second. I like to show receipts whenever possible. So here we go. Here's the truth here. You have 2 copyright strikes. If you get one more copyright strike, we'll have to terminate your channel. To prevent that from happening, please don't upload videos containing copyrighted content that you aren't allowed to use. Aren't you getting desperate, Amy and Tiff? Aren't you getting desperate to hide your lies and your backstabbing and your poor things are triggered. They have to put in all these strikes. So undercover history, if you're still in here, I just have a question for you. So did you hide your channel or did it go down and then you rebooted it? That seems to be the number one question. Of course, undercover history, you can put in a counter and saying that Tiffany does not own that content. Amy's fake certificates, come on. There's a way around that, isn't there? Those fake certificates named Ralph. Just fight the legitimacy of the claim. Now, I made mistakes when countering copyright strikes. I got struck once. So I just counter and say that they don't own any of the content. Plus, it's in fair use. It may take a while, but you'll get that channel back. This didn't occur to me. All right. I think they're trying to dox you. I think they're trying to dox you to find out who you really are by putting in a counter notification. That's what I think they're trying to do. CJ used to do that. She used to strike people and then when they did their counters, she would have all their information. Isn't that right, CJ? I remember when you struck Auntie Side Eye for having Marie 21 on her channel. Yeah, CJ put in a copyright strike, and of course Auntie. Yep. Of course you wouldn't tell them what you're doing. They try with me, they try to say, "Oh, I know what you're doing, Bill. I know who you are." They don't know shit. Most of the chats I'm in anyway are social chats. We just talk about silly little shit. Silly things. But you sit there, ladies. You can't take a good person down. Yeah, they are. Got you now. They're in a race to find out who that channel belongs to, and they'll go to any lengths to do it. Even fake copyright strikes. Well, to just upload all your content back up Undercover History. Just upload your videos again. Because guess what? Just don't give them your personal information. Then they'll get even more mad. I remember the time when I first got here in this community here. All right. My first videos I made were on Just Jessica K. Now, is she innocent? No. I made silly little videos trying to antagonize her. I admit it. I was trying to get on her nerves. I started getting on her nerves, and then I started doing commentary on the Mrs. Portland and Noodle situation, and they couldn't stop. They couldn't stop trying to figure out who I was. Boy, did they get it wrong each time. Boy, did they get it wrong. Because the first channel I ever went on panel was Amber's, and then I went on Lycan's the same day. You're wrong. I'm not any of the people that they accuse me of. Isn't that the same thing with these sock accounts? Trying to guess who they are? They could be anybody. These sock accounts could be Santa Claus for all we know. The Tooth Fairy, Mother Nature, Versace. Yeah. But don't they know that the favor can be returned? So I guess Tiffany's here striking. Are you triggered, Tiffany? Nobody cares if you're triggered. I just laughed at the notion that they decided to start striking. But I'm sure that was CJ's idea because she uses copyright strikes to dox people. It's proven. It's proven. Of course, Tiffany will make the breaking news. She always does, doesn't she? So let's see what else here. Okay. All right. If you believe you're not at fault for one or the more instances above, you can appeal this removal by submitting a counter notification. Okay. Here we go. At least true crime history, crime of true history. Aw, look at that. Look at that. But I'm not going to say Tiffany did this because you could put anyone's name in there with anyone's email. And YouTube doesn't always check that. So here we go. Here's the receipts of what happened to Crime of True History channel. There's little Tasha. There's slimming filters. Well, yeah, Noodle is bisexual. That is the truth. Yeah. Chenzel, it says, why would Crime of True History, why would they give up their name? Idiots over at the swamp. Why would she give you her name or real name? Why? So you can go real life on her or him? We all know how you work. Don't you know, Tiff, that this striking game doesn't work? You strike them down, they come up with the new channel, and then a new channel, and then a new channel. Hey, Natasha Cooper got fired over 50, 60 times on here. Maybe it's up to 70 by now. We've lost count after 55. Natasha Cooper got fired 55 times. More than that. Way more than that. I'm just trying to get into the ballpark. Get you in the ballpark here. But what does she do? She just puts up another channel. So Tiffany, how do you think undercover history here with the changed name? You think striking her will shut her up? Really? You're sadly mistaken. You're sadly mistaken, hon. And guess what? I'm sure this is just a theory of mine, but I think someone over at the swamp is actually doing some of this shit. They do it to each other. They rip each other apart. Amy turned out to be a backstabbing friend. She couldn't even admit that she was talking shit behind my back. And I gave her every opportunity to come clean. That's all I wanted was honesty. All I was asking for honesty, and she couldn't even give me that. She just sits there and she doubles down, triples down on her lies. It's all about what makes Amy look good. Yeah, Amy, I saw you and Granny Fanny's I didn't go through the live. I just saw my picture as the thumbnail. Sorry, Amy. Not triggered. And I wasn't really triggered with Lady Justice tonight. And that Juliet. They just got annoying. To the point where they were going on about things that didn't really matter. If you want to call out Katie or question Katie or confront Katie, that's fine. You could ask Katie for proof. That's your right. I choose to see the receipts before I point the pistol and shoot. Here, because I'll just say this again for the people in the back who may have just tuned in. Guess what? Try again, bitches. They're not going to shut Nikki up. Are you kidding me, Ginzel? No one will shut Nikki up. No one's going to shut me up. Nobody's going to shut Robbie up. Shit. They think I care over at the swamp. They think all they got is I beat my mommy lies. Really, Amy? Did you think I was going to tell you things that were too personal? Yeah, you have a fucking big mouth, and I knew that from day one. So if there's anything you're absolutely right, Sarah. Everyone was respectful in the chat most of the time. It's just I'm sorry, Sarah, that but I did need a break from your chat a few times because guess what? A few of them were giving me a headache. I didn't want to fight with people. It just got to where the end was. People were going on about people's weight, who their boyfriend is or not. Well, Ginzel, she's in the UK. Tracy's in the UK. She's probably sleeping. Now, it's about 7 o'clock in the morning there. I'm sure if she's seen this, I'll let her up on panel. I'm trying to be fair here. Since I had Katie on, Yeah, I'm monetized, Undercover History. I'm monetized. I'm monetized. A lot of those channels over at the swamp can't say the same. People aren't making videos of me. Yeah, a lot of them are not monetized over there. They either get their monetization revoked or. Did you get your monetization back, CJ? All I had to do was clean up my channel. You're too lazy to do that. My problem was this. I had a few I used a few online templates to make my early videos. And guess what? Everyone's using it. So I got pinched for reused content. You too, Undercover History. You too. I'm sure they're gonna get their panties in a twist, seeing you back. And I don't care. Grow up. Yeah, she's probably sleeping, Lady Justice. Like I said, it's 7 o'clock in the morning over there, 7:30 a.m. She's not going to get up at 4 a.m. just to take a link. Be real. I just stay up a little longer because Nikki goes live at night. Really? I'm not surprised, got you now, by that. Sad, isn't it? They can just go, then we have Amy that just sits there and thinks she knows it all. She's unable to even out Wendy, for fuck's sakes. How do you think she's gonna get and do any better with Undercover History here? I don't really care who she is, he or she is. I just enjoy some of the videos. Let me just hit subscribe here. So you see, no one's really triggered tonight. It just got to the point in Sarah's chat tonight. And I'm sorry, Sarah, if I went into Nikki's chat and said I needed to take a break. I should have said that in your chat. But now let's get to the next topic before I go. Let's get to the next topic. So people are making accusations that Nikki dragged Sarah on her stream. Was this the other night? I forget how many days ago it was. It was a couple days ago. Now I was there the whole time Nikki went live, and she never dragged Sarah. Now, when Sarah came in, all right, this is from, I was there. Sarah was having panic attack because she lost her wrench. And she basically said bye. And then Nikki just mentions a few things while she's there, and then she moves on real quick. So Nikki did not dedicate her live stream after Sarah left to dragging her. That didn't happen. If that actually happened, I would stop chat. I would stop typing and never happened. Now I don't know who Sarah's source is. Okay. I'm not even going to ask her. But I haven't seen one shred of proof that Sarah got dragged. I was there. I heard everything. And even the times where I step out and go use the boys' room. I didn't hear it. Now, am I late sometimes for Nikki's lives? Yeah. Because I never got a notification. I would have to used to click on the notifications manually to see who's live. Now I have no problem since I got that fixed. Yeah, I got that fixed. So I just got a notification now. I like it now when let me see. But Lady Justice, I'm going to say this. All right. I just tell things the way it is. The truth hurts people more than any of their lies will ever. Well, I have no desire to go over there, Lady Justice. I'm going to tell you why. I probably won't know what she's talking about. I don't know who half these people are. So if I'm listening to a live stream where I can't even follow along because I don't know who the hell these people are. Why would I waste my time? Now, I'm just gonna something. It was revealed today that I'm Gucci is Tracy. I don't know. I'll be sent the receipts. I asked for them, but she's left some pretty rude comments on community posts, videos. So that's Tracy. Well, if she wants Tiffany over there, that's her prerogative. But I don't want her around. I don't want Tiffany around. So I'm gonna address something else that was brought up tonight by me. It seems to me like there's some paranoia going on both sides of this whole thing. These sock accounts come around, they get blamed on Katie. Some of these sock accounts come over here and they're blamed on Tracy. You know, you can't just sit there and assume because some. Oh. All right. I'll find out because according to my source, Tiffany told her that. So we all know Tiffany lies or thinks she knows shit. Isn't that right, Tiffany? Well, I'll find out, Lady Justice, what the whole thing about that is. Because I have no idea who Jane is. She just shows up at Nikki's one night or a few nights. I have no idea who Jane is. And I'm not even gonna I'm very ignorant when it comes to that community over there. So I'm not gonna sit there and yeah, there's been a lot of accusations going around. This one's Jane, this one's this person, this one's that person. Grow up. Some trolls go around like Tiffany and they watch a stream and they say, "Oh, these two people are fighting. Let me create an alt. Let me make a new channel. Let me go in and stir the pot." You know they'll probably get a few comments in before their the ban hammer comes. Now all I know is that Tiffany used to hang out over at Tracy's, used to hang out over at Glenn's. They gave her the boot. But if you watch Sarah's stream today, if you watch it on replay, you're going to notice something. All right? So, Katie claims that the eating disorder channel is Tracy. All right. She claims it's Tracy. I don't see where Tracy equates to this. But it's funny that eating disorder channel tags Tiffany. Interesting, isn't it? So if that is Tracy, if it is, she's talking to Tiffany again. Now I have no idea if who's who, and I don't even know much about Penny Benny or what is it, Penny Bunny or something like that. I don't know. You know, it's like, okay, I got a lot of catching up to do over there. It'd probably take a month or so for me to catch up. Yeah, it seems to me, I could be wrong, that 1 minute Tracy hates Tiffany, the next she loves her. I remember the one time when I was given a link to Tracy's channel and she was dragging Tiffany for a while. She was dragging the bitch. And then Tiffany goes over there and they make up. Then Tiffany does her shit again. Then it's get lost, Tiffany. It seems to be a revolving door. Because some of us used to I know a few people that used to go over to Tracy's just for the dragging of Tiffany. Just for dragging Tiffany. That's I just know that because I was sent links and I looked at chat and I saw a bunch of people that are over in this sector commenting. So I just wanted to go live tonight because Nikki ended her live early. Rest your foot, Nikki. All right. I hate when that. Oh, absolutely, Ginzel. Is revolving over there. It's like revolving sex partners. You know, 1 minute I love you, then the next I hate you. Then Rachel goes over and makes up with Lonnie, who she wanted to take to court. Well, probably that lawyer said that you don't have a case, Rachel. But hey, we could prove that you were backstabbing everyone over there, over at Rikers. I could even prove that you were dropping revenge prawn. Rachel. Well, it's not our fault that they can care less about it. Even the person that she dropped their nudes of doesn't give a shit. Hey, they followed her over to TikTok and followed her, and then there was all these nude photos. But of course, Rachel can't help herself and has to share it with everyone. Isn't that right, Rachel? Don't take my word for it. Go to my community wall. You'll see the receipts. You'll see the receipts of Sarah and Missy K. And then you have people saying, "Oh, Bill doesn't know what he's talking about." Really? Really? It's just way to try to discredit me. Hey, Rachel. Hey, hon. Here, can you see that? There you go, Rachel. That's how much I care. Any other questions, Rachel? While you're here? Well, you seem to care a lot because you gave me the finger. You triggered, Rachel? Mm-hmm. Yeah, we'll just do this. There we go. See how that works. Come back another day, Rachel. Anyone have any questions, concerns? Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. And we're still waiting for that proof of life for Kim. We're still waiting. Speak English, Rachel. All right. Jump scare. Were you say jumping scared or? Yeah, that's what Natasha has over there. Scammers, murderers, chumos, white beaters. Yeah. So just before I go, please hit the thumbs up. And Katie, I await your receipts. All right. Now let me just say this. We don't want nothing burgers. All right. It has to we want to see that how it started, everything. So all right. I'm gonna hit the road now. I'm getting tired. It's 3 a.m. here. So would you like to see my middle finger again, Rachel? There we go. There's my filter. So all right. Feel free to send me a Cash App or PayPal if you're watching this on replay. So all right, everyone. Good night. I'll see you next time. And I was about to say stop the cuckery, but